This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Underneath to Davis. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Gotta go. Let's go, 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Vanette, 26 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Bortles now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. To throw is Bortles. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Three down.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The pitch to Fournette. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Omaha. Hey.
Bortles now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Shotgun now for Bortles. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shamar Stephen able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Charles, I want you to analyze the Seahawks' playoff chances here as they come out for this next drive. Look, I think it's safe to say they're not going to catch the Rams. They're not going to win the division, but how about their playoff hopes as far as a wild card goes?
But they're going to need some help along the way, I think, from other teams, other divisions, but it's not lost yet. Russell Wilson gives you an opportunity every time you take the field. The offensive line playing way better than expected. They're running the football like the Seahawks of old, led by Chris Carson. And that defense, not a lot of recognizable names, but playing at a pretty decent level, somewhat what we suspected in preseason, that Pete Carroll was excited about having a bunch of no-names, that maybe he could mold again. And I think that's what we're seeing with Seattle. Right now, tracking towards being a 500 team.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Gotta go.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Hey. 4 down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Gotta go.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. Dancing to his left. Fights him off. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Bortles. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You know, you got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Bortles to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Sharp's got it left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark as time expires in the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And a big one,
falls here as he's taken down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
To throw, it's Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Fournette on the counter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Bortles. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it. High. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They opt to go